Thank you very much. And yeah, you know what? I am
too.
Big fan
I
of
love this team.
I've known Six for a very long time, since he was a coach in law. Man's goated. So you know what? This is going to be a banger. They've been talking about it. Certified banger coming up here between these two squads. At least that is what we are hoping and praying for. But it should be. Everything on paper points at this being an absolute cataclysmic clash between these two squads.
I fully agree. I think this is one of the best matchups you're going to get this event. You never know, you might see it again as this tournament rolls on. And everybody's saying, and I think I agree, that whoever wins this is going to be the favorite to come through and win the whole thing. And 100 Thieves going to try to make a B push off the back of this toxic screen. A lot of util being dumped.
A lot of space being taken. Lakia tucked away, playing it out patiently. Now strikes, and he quickly finds two. Bang able to take out Karen, but Lakia finds himself a third. And now it's just EU left standing. Dizzy up over the top, Meteor to deal with it with relative ease. Gen.G shutting things down nice and early here on the pistol.
Yeah, a great early anti-strat here from Gen.G. Like the desk was talking about, we haven't gotten to see 100 Thieves attacking side on Icebox much, but one thing that is kind of consistent with 100 Thieves on their pistol rounds is they like to go for some of these stat executes, some of these aggressive death ball maneuvers off the rip. And the position of Lakia perfectly placed to dodge all of that early util. Dizzy doesn't catch him, and he's able to just lock there, and it's already got Munchkin cackling.
The manic cackle. Let's see now. Going into the next round, no buys here for the side of 100 Thieves. Just full classics. Texture, however, with that Marshall able to put down Bustio. Off the rip, 3 peaks, finds Cryo. 2 quick kills, Lakia on the back end. Getting himself a 4th overall as the Dizzy connects, and Karan is able to find Asuna and had already spotted out Bang. The drop down, he's looking for the mid-air shot. Texture going crazy. That's gonna be a flawless follow-up here from Gen.G.
But for Gen.G, this is an important start because they've been slow in a lot of their matches, right? Like they kind of come out to the first map, they don't really look that fired up. They look like their mechanics are a little bit off. It looks like they haven't been fully kind of figuring themselves out. Takes them a little bit of time to adjust. But this time around, they're setting the pace of the play. And they're looking really good with it. Texture, as always, very effective with those sniper rifles. The Marshall this time around getting a ton of value. And here for Gen.G, you're able to upgrade a couple more rifles, just a Bulldog for Karan. And rifles abound for the side of 100 Thieves. Now we see what they can do. Some contention for the orb.
Oh, lining up there. Texture able to find one. Re-peaks, and Asuna will shut that down. Down to 28 HP, however, so still significant damage dealt. Gen.G would love to convert this bonus here. For now, though, pace going to be very much slowed down after a hot start. Clear out on the drone. Lakia just going to be tucking back.
Yeah, and he's just eating that to keep the positions of his 2 teammates hidden. Although, they don't like what they see. You know there's going to be another layer. They're not going to leave a solo Gecko there. Instead, it's just Meteor by himself over on the beat. Recon Dart, execute coming through. See if Meteor wants to play for a pick. I'm just going to let it happen.
Tucked back behind the wall, plant coming through here on the corner. Expecting the interrupt, and swing on the corner, Meteor able to find one. The spike gets planted. Nano Swarm going to be set up here, 3v3. The Thrash online here for Gen.G. And that could be a crucial tool in this retake.
Yeah, it's probably a big part of why also 100 Thieves opted to try to go the other direction. Dizzy gain him a little bit info on this space, but a tough reclear and a flank coming from Asuna.
Nano coming through just to try to get the wingman off the diffuser, able to do so. Quick turn back from Karan, finds Asuna. But the Thrash interrupted the push for it. Bustio able to shut it down. Reveal on the one, Munchkin now, looking for the clutch. Your point back online, swings in, cannot steady the aim. The double peek comes through. Gen.G not able to convert the bonus. 100 Thieves get themselves on the board, but they lose 3 players.
And it's good mid-rounding here from 100 Thieves and trying to match the pace of play a bit. It's a really fast decision to go for B off just limited info. You know, you get the early push out from Texture. Yeah, he gets one. They use the Owl to confirm. They sense that it's kind of a bait. Even though Meteor's able to give his life up for at least 1 kill, the rest of it comes through very nicely for the side of 100 Thieves at a good post plant. And Karan got a little bit ahead of Munchkin's flash there as well, but at the end of the day, not a bad start as Operator in hand for Texture early.
Pushing forward, Lakia just, he has a Vandal. Just holding on to the classic to show it off, and Meteor! What a start to the round! Cryo and Asuna both absolutely obliterated. He's gonna tuck back around yellow. Bustio in the meantime, trying to go on this lurk up into mid. It's tagged down to 87. Staved off, no more space able to be taken here as Texture all the way up, dropping down, getting the spot, getting the kill, bang. taken out.
So much map presence for Gen.G in this round. Doing a great job corralling 100 Thieves on every angle. It all starts with Meteor. It's been so insane as the Sentinel this year. Just does a fantastic job holding his angles.
Dart gonna get the ping. Little reposition it, but Meteor's still coming away with that kill. It's gonna be an orb take here from EU. Wanted to get as close to that Hunter's Fury as he possibly can. But now spotted, swinging, Munchkin to the Guardian. Of course, we'll find that headshot, and that's gonna be 3-1 the start here for Gen.G.
And this is one of the keys to victory, in my mind, coming into this match for Gen.G, because 100 Thieves has been so good at isolating fights and winning some battles out on the flanks. Meanwhile, Gen.G has some of the best ISO fighters in the world. And you have Meteor and Munchkin, who are insane at first bloods. Yeah, you have Texture who's good at it too. He should be, he's your duelist.
Yeah.
But you have Munchkin and Meteor who also put up crazy good first kill numbers. And that makes it so difficult to deal with Gen.G, because rarely are they gonna give up their lives for free. And that's something that 100 Thieves sometimes has a tough time recovering from, is that they can't find that first kill. They do struggle a little bit. And then in this round, on an eco, could be another struggle. Boostio did grab a Guardian. Guy can frag, no doubt about it. Has that IGL, but a lot of space given up here by Gen.G towards the B site. Trying to flood, but 100 Thieves doesn't like what they see. And they're gonna re-clear back towards A, which has been left just to Texture and his operator.
With a quick little peek in here, though, from Gen.G, that's gonna send the pivot. See the rotation starting to come through, but Texture is gonna be that first line of defense. Aldrone leading the way. Hearing this, he'll be noted. Dart not gonna connect, but he just wide swings out. Does find Boostio, looks for a quick little pop shot, but second one not gonna connect. Dizzy now coming through, Texture blinded up. Tailwind already burned, but now the reinforcements arrive. It's gonna be Munchkin Lockit collecting one apiece, Lockit doubling up, tripling up in fact, as it will be flawless once again. Diffuse coming through, Gen.G up by 3.
Yeah, great job here by Texture, playing his life as best as he can. He's in a rough spot where potentially he could get taken down and open up some space, but the rotations come through quick, and he has some great cloud bursts to buy himself just a little bit of extra time. You can see there that he cuts off that angle from Cryo, and then Lakia steps in to bail him out. Good Dizzy as well, up over screens. And it's starting to look like Gen.G came in today hot. And that's got 100 Thieves reeling a bit, and they're gonna go for this early timeout.
Yep. Brakes pumped here, 100 Thieves. Zix wanting to get in their ears here, intervene a little bit. Couple crucial ultimates getting ready to come online. That Thrash there for Asuna, that Hunter's Fury, one off there from the side of EU. But one of the big things that they need to activate is Cryo. Because right now, killless, 0-5-0. We've seen what this man is capable of. His performance on the Brim, but also his Jet throughout the year has been absolutely gorgeous to watch. But right now, he is getting shut down.
Yeah, you gotta feel like it's only a matter of time with Cryo, with the way he's been playing. Not just in this tournament. I mean, we've only had 2 maps to see of it, but he was insane in those 2 maps, but throughout this entire season. So certainly just, need to pump the brakes here, ice Gen.G a little bit, because they've come in fired up. Get your mechanics going. We know how good this 100 Thieves team can be when they're on point. They're so fast and efficient. And now it's just trying to work the map a little bit more, I suspect. I mean, that was an eco. It is what it is. So now you really got to find some value out of these ultimates as they start to come online. Because you got a little bit of a step ahead in the ult cycle right now compared to Gen.G. So certainly these are very, very important rounds for 100 Thieves on this map.
Very bold push up here, Lakia. Finding a timing, finding a kill. EU gonna be shut down. He'll get his Hunter's Fury, but it's gonna be in death. It's Texture on the peak. Ensures that it's gonna be another round. Cryo cannot find impact, cannot get value for his team.
Well, now you have to consider, are you going to invest the Thrash?
Here.
Like, maybe if you can find another kill, but...
I was going to say, are you going to just save?
Yeah, that could be too, Achilles. Absolutely. They're going to try.
Wingman leading the charge. As he will go out, push up, though, over the top. Munchkin able to find Asuna. Spike now stranded. But they're in such committed positions. Swing out, Boostio on the hunt, trying to find it. Knives now going to be popped here from Texture. Up over the top, the flash is coming through it. Texture not hitting the shot, but Lakia finds one bang. However, now last man standing. 30 HP, and he just cannot survive. Munchkin put him down, pick up the op. Gen.G will continue upward.
And this is just Gen.G being really aggressive, doing a great job using that knife to identify that EU potentially was alone. And Lakia decides to punish it. And then Texture expecting to rotate towards the other direction because they have so much info off that garage push out. They know full well it's not a B hit. And that allows Texture to play a little bit more aggressive off that Pipes position. I mean, he does that a lot anyway, but makes it a little bit easier for him to be prepared mentally. Lakia now has a Thrash to counter Asuna's Hunter's Fury, Viper's Pit. Big round.
And second Thrash here in round 7. No command going to be online. Hunter's Fury coming through. Munchkin wanting to interrupt that one, but he's still going to be taken down. Hits the floor. Res, not really possible given this position. Solid advantage here for the side of 100 Thieves, but Cryo is drifting forward, taken down. Lakia again interrupting that spike plant from coming through. Push up over the top. Karen able to find one. Munchkin bleeding out. Karen the ADS in, but now it's going to be a 1v1. EU, 2 shocks versus Texture with the op. He's drifting forward. Texture gets enough of a spot to pick him off. 6-1. 100 Thieves ramping up, making these rounds closer, but still not close enough to find the second win.
No, and to make matters worse, you're just sort of chewing through ultimates now. You're going into an eco because you invested fully into that round. Even a Guardian forced through for Boostio. You've got 4 ults online. Yeah, the Blade Storm will be there. That's a feather in your cap. But Gen.G is just so with it right now. And this is Gen.G when they're scary, when they're playing off of each other so well, the trading so good, understanding their space. Let's see if this is just going to be an attempt at a fast hit off this Blade Storm for Cryo. Nice to check, shuts it down temporarily.
Lakia again, going for a push, sees one up above it, decides to just back away. Counter swing not available. EU trying to get into a position to get that punish. Let's get up over the top, able to find one before getting taken down. Cryo finally finding himself on the board, gets himself a second. And that's what 100 Thieves have been looking for. The detain coming through, a third shot. Now 2v2 with the pit still in play here for the side of Gen.G. They try to clutch this out. Boostio, he does have the ult available. Does he decide to drop it? HP very dangerously low here for him. Karon out of it, but gets the timing, catches Boostio. And now it's Asuna here at backside, a stinger in hand. Karon down the 10, the wall falling. This is the opportunity for the peek, and Texture, does he peek out? He does, finds it. Texture again will close out the rounds. It's so damn close for 100 Thieves, but again, it's a round ending in heartbreak. They continue to do damage, but they cannot get across the finish line.
And so many ults invested here, and it looked like they were going to be able to get it done, but Karon had other ideas. He is just so good at times. You've seen it in this tournament on this backside of A with this Viper. He's so tricky in Cryo. Finally coming online, finally doing some serious damage. But Karon is just so with it. He looks snappy too. He looks fired up. Certainly the coaching staff for Gen.G fired up as well. They still have a Thrash. They have a lockdown to counter Boostio's lockdown and this Viper's Pit that are in play for 100 Thieves. Now Texture going up high with the op.
Oh, the peek out. Doesn't. He goes back in. Look for the shot, and he tailwinds forward.
Oh no.
A fat finger there from Texture. Certainly not what he was looking for. The 100 Thieves do not care. They will take the advantage. They need it. A big mistake from Texture potentially costing them here in this round. As lockdown clears space, Gen.G showing respect to it. The push forward here from Cryo, able to find Lakia. Munchkin going to be eliminated as well. Meteor finding one, but taking significant damage. And this should be 100 Thieves essentially guaranteeing the round. But Meteor, again, other ideas, finds another pick, but that leaves Karon now in a 1v3 all in his lonesome. His position given away here at Snowman. Boostio over the top, swinging it, looking for the challenge. There's Asuna down below, not giving him the opportunity, not giving him an inch. 100 Thieves will find a second.
And this is one of the things with 100 Thieves is you can't give them an inch because they will take a mile. They are incredible at punishing mistakes time and time again. Going through the VODs for Americas. You give them any extra space, you give them any extra opportunities, they get that first kill, and it is just pedal to the metal. They know they've got you in a bad position, and they will fully take advantage of it. Immediately, lockdown comes in, and they are into good post plants, and they are so tricky to deal with because they are so clean with those rifles. Well, just checking to see if there's going to be anybody aggressive, but now Texture.
He is, but he's dodged out on this early info-seeking util, aside from the Aldrone, which will force him down to the low ground. He's moving forward, taking some space off of that. Hearing that tailwind popped. Going to be favoring their odds a little bit more now. But a warning shot to ring out.
Yeah, they got Pipes control. they're actually backing off. A lot of util just got dumped. Saw the Dizzy, saw the flash from Munchkin, as well as the op from Texture. So they're going to make a quick rotate, but Gen.G trying to do what they can to mirror this, and it's going to be an early lockdown from Meteor to try to delay this. But they're going to push for it.
Yeah, they're going to push and destroy. 100 Thieves just disrespecting it. Meteor playing close, ready for the first. They ready for the second. The answer is going to be no, but Karon will find Bang now dropping down. 4v3. So rotations continue. Swinging ahead of the dart. Karon able to find one before falling. Thrash now out on the hunt, detained. I do believe connecting, yes. EU gonna be stuck here, but can they get over towards him? It looks like the answer is gonna be no, so he will be able to draw on his weapon, so that Thrash not mattering too much. Swingman looking for the stun, not gonna be found. Mosh out, EU taking damage, taken down. Asuna now, last man standing. Jump onto the corner, finishes off Lakia, and now it's all on Texture once more. He's good for it on the jiggle peek, the Mosh. Able to connect. Texture just on the outskirts, however. The fuse will come through. He is once again the last man standing, off in hand. But Gen.G not allowing for 100 Thieves to string 2 rounds together.
Well, you can see that for Gen.G, the plan here is to disrupt. Don't let 100 Thieves get comfortable. Just do as much as you can to delay this. Get those rotations through, and Texture can't let him be alive with an op in hand. He is so sturdy, so steady. Beautiful try by Asuna. Great use of his utility, but this Mosh is just a hair off from where it needed to be to maybe buy a little bit of extra time. And speaking of time, it's time for a timeout.
Second one to be called here in the opening half for 100 Thieves. Not satisfied with where things are at. Expecting to put up a lot stronger numbers here on this opening attack side. So, a final intervention here from Zix. See if they can pick up these last 2, make it an 8-4, try to salvage this half as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, for sure, and it'll be really interesting to me to see what their modus operandi going forward is going to be. Are you going to try to punish that operator at Texture that's sometimes left on an island? Are you going to try to just dial up a fast hit on A, see if you can bully your way through? It hasn't worked so far. There's a lot of different options. Maybe slow the pace down even more. Rotate back and forth a little bit more, because Gen.G's done a good job of mirroring these fast rotates that 100 Thieves has been utilizing throughout this first half. They haven't really shown any double fakes, anything like that just yet. So maybe that'll be the key to this next round here for 100 Thieves with the Viper's Pit as well. Would really like to get that planted. Gen.G, a couple orbs away from Munchkin's ult. Otherwise, you're pretty far off from Karon's ult. He's gonna have to go absolutely bonkers to get that online in this half again.
Oh, Texture gonna be pinged there by that recon. His whole ruse spoiled. Tailwind at the ready, wants to go for this peak, but just how bold does he go? Creeping forward, but not going to be able to find anything. 100 Thieves just going to be rotating out after spotting, and look at Gen.G just early rotate everybody again off the site, leaving Texture on an island, leaving him by himself, and leaving him to potentially get timinged. The push-up coming through. Cryo, I think, noticing, but decides to back away, doesn't challenge him for the fight.
And now he knows he's in a disadvantageous position.
He's rotating back around over towards Belt. Texture continuing to push more and more aggressively. Cryo holding it, able to find it. EU taking down 1. Looking for the second, can't make it happen. Return fire here from Gen.G. Decently solid, and that's gonna be the turret to get the final shots across, bailing out Meteor. Busio does fall. Now just Cryo and Asuna. Spike being sent. Cryo out deep, but now dead. As Asuna, he's gonna opt to try to hold this one. This is gonna be good for the first. Picks up a Phantom now. As the plant comes through from the wingman.
Spike planking. Thanks, little man.
2v2. Null command at the ready. Does he want to send it? Just to try to interrupt further util. Looks like the answer's gonna be no for now. It's just gonna be Munchkin body blocking as they hold for this. And yeah, it's just gonna be the round. Take it away from him. They both get in onto it. Asuna will clean up the kills. He'll take the weapons away. The economy's not great for Gen.G as we go into the last round, but they still cannot get the round win.
Unbelievable. It's a great start here for 100 Thieves. Anticipating the aggression. But Munchkin, so fast behind that crate. Making it so difficult. And Meteor getting a little help from Timmy. And then the body block, so smart here from Gen.G. And as usual, Texture's having a great time.
Not sure what Busio was saying, but I think I said, yo, they're holding it. As Texture gonna get obliterated. Way too far forward, dizzied up, taken down. Good early kill collected here. Null command from Munchkin, just trying to hold everybody at bay. Lakia And a very hard forward angle here.
Now we're seeing Munchkin tuck into that corner. Haven't seen anybody try that really for Gen.G.
Monster on the loose.
Thrash comes out. Lakia gonna try to clear.
Lucio snapping with that headshot. The detain comes in. Lakia gonna be taken down. Karan now gonna be sending the pit once again. But counter pit is available. And it's gonna be used. Plan coming in from the wingman. Not gonna be interrupted, but Meteor finds Bang, drops a pit. Cryo will be able to collect 3 in the round. It's gonna be 3 for 100 Thieves in the half.
Yeah, I mean, an explosive start for Gen.G. 100 Thieves, though, seeming to find some of that speed, some of that footing towards those last 4 rounds or so. And shutting down Texture's operator was a big key in that. This time around, Texture just really reaches a bit too far. Didn't have a lot of help to back him up. That Dizzy made it really difficult for him to try to find even a kill out of that. And they're able to use that Thrash, and they play off the back of it quick to start knocking players down.
Oh, he's been talking a big game up on stage. Let's hear him talk a little bit more. We've got an Omen player moment with Munchkin.
제가 발로란트를 처음 시작하고 나서부터 크나팀 강팀이었거든요. 그런 강팀을 결국 이기게 돼서 너무 기쁩니다. 저는 사실 굉장히 좋아하는 팀이기도 하고 보스터 선수를 되게 좋아해서 이제 그런 부분은 가지고 있었지만 사실 저희가 실력적인 면에서는 저희가 더 뛰어나다고 생각하고 있었고 그리고 저희가 긴장만 안 하면 이길 수 있을 거라 생각하고 있었습니다. 사실 일단 첫 세트 로터스를 저희가 가장 잘하는 맵이기도 하고 자신 있는 맵인데 저희가 좀 많이 무너졌거든요. 근데 저희가 항상 많은 경기에서 2대1이 많이 나왔단 말이에요. 그래서 1세트 지는 거에 별로 연연하지 말자. 두 번째 세트도 상대가 잘하는 맵이긴 하지만 우리 또한 자신 있는 맵이기 때문에 멘탈 잡고 하던 대로 2대1 승리 거두자라고 생각했던 것 같아요.
He's so close. One found, but Chronicle, the safety valve. That's the pit. That's a weapon upgraded. That's a swing. That's another one found, and now that's an aid. Force and Chronicle to reposition to plant the spike. Texture's on the swing. The shots don't connect. Now a flash in his face. Texture tried to dance around it, and that's 3 for the duelist.
부스티오 선수가 저를 어떻게 기억할지 모르겠어요. 제가 병미에 있을 때도 이지랑 스크림 할 때 제가 못 해본 적이 없거든요. 그래서 저에 대한 어떤 실력인지 약간 어떤 실력이라고 생각할지 모르겠지만 저는 그때 마인드를 다시 갚아주고 싶네요. 저희가 먼 중국에서 열심히 대회하고 있는데 응원해주시는 분들 다 감사드리고 저희가 흔들리는 모습을 많이 보여드리지만 그 과정 속에서 저희가 많이 성장하고 있거든요. 그래서 상하이에서 좋은 성적 거둘 수 있도록 더 노력하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Well, so far, it's been very solid calling here from Munchkin. See how that continues now that they move over onto the attack, but very nice setup here for Gen.G and the advantage. Dash forward, Texture takes some space, and EU gonna be taken down. Up over the top, Lakia lifting a little bit as Boostio's able to collect 2. Lakia, Texture both eliminated, swing onto the corner. Still looking for a little bit more, does some nice damage, but the peek outs here. The Sheriff's in hand from Karan and Meteor. It's a bit too deadly. But now, a 2v2 and Karan at 4 HP. Meteor up over the top. Takes Cryo down to 50. Spike not yet planted, Gen.G in a rough position here.
Oh my.
Timing. You can find Meteor. That's a significant amount of damage dealt. Cryo untouched there. Now the 1v1. One shot from either player. And that will clean things up. He's going to look to rotate around. Karan still not yet planting. But it is out patiently, but Cryo playing this wisely.
So difficult for Karan to read this. The rookie, can he stand up? Does he have the read?
Right now facing in towards backside. Swing on the corner. Angle not going to be given over here to Cryo. But no noise being made. Until that, the drop coming through, and Karan has it. A 4K to bail them out and get Gen.G up 10-3.
And he's standing up and letting them know. I feel like I could just watch the stage and cast from the player reactions in this match. Karan just absolutely insane. I mean, so low on health, but him and Meteor working in coordination. It's these 3-man formations that Gen.G loves to play off of each other so well with. The early execute, brilliant. First, Munchkin's flash, then the Dizzy hits 2. And that opens up some space for Texture to break some ankles, do some damage. And then from there, Gen.G just so well coordinated.
Looking like a rush play here, Texture. Gliding forward, Cryo tucked away. Decent damage, gonna be dealt there. Spray across, and Cryo tagged low, but does manage to exit with his life intact.
See what Gen.G wants to do. You would think they're gonna pull back, but it is Gen.G, and they're confident.
I mean, Dizzy.
That's huge.
Great pop-off there. This plan comes in from the wingman. Nothing to try to interrupt that one. Asuna gonna be able to collect one kill. Lockheed taken down, but Busio traded out. Picture here, back yellow. But it's gonna be Munchkin who's filling the kill feed. Scoops up a third elimination as Bang and Asuna both get taken down. Cryo, EU, to see if they can deal some additional damage. Already 2 kills, Texture tagged up, Munchkin as well.
One enemy
But
remaining.
Munchkin gets himself an ace. 2 clean taps, 5 kills, and Gen.G up to 11.
I mean, all year, Munchkin has just been godlike with the Guardian. The man is just unbelievable with this gun. So efficient, so clean with it. You almost sometimes wonder, why does he even buy a Vandal? Because he's just outrageously good.
Oh,
Oh my
the
goodness.
back-to-back, the narrow angle, and the ace as the cherry on top. Gen.G looking to get the hell out of Icebox as quickly as they can.
I did not have this on my bingo card today.
Certainly not. That's just been this entire tournament. It's Cryo now posted up, op in hand. He's going to be good for the first one. Meteor going to be taken down, but Bang traded out. Kill a piece here between the Jets.
And Gen.G likes what they see. They're now leaning in this direction. I think they're going to leave Locky over to throw a Dizzy, maybe buy some attention, but it's a flash towards back yellow.
Flash not connecting there on to Busio. He tucks back. Hard line, not able to find that kill. But Busio holding things down as Karan does fall. Pushes forward, looks for more, finds it. Snappy with the readjustments. It's Busio. Gets them back into this round. 3 kills found. Lockett going to be able to recover this Vandal here, but the spike is stranded on the opposite side of the map. Turret now set up as well to give Busio some contact over in Garage.
Just pure confidence from Gen.G. They wanted to take this op out. It's an early investment from 100 Thieves. They wanted to see if they could potentially sneak it away and really do a knockout blow to 100 Thieves, but Nokia has upgraded. Still could grab a few more guns out of 100 Thieves' hands.
I mean, Busio, he's got the setup
30
here.
seconds
Lockett
left.
also taking some damage. The alarm bot telling all. Rotation now coming through. Asuna just looking to pinch down here into mid. And for Lockett, it's just a matter of, you know, can you deal additional damage because the round is absolutely done and dusted. Tuck into the corner. Don't think he's going to be ready for this one. But now, oh, the Dizzy coming through. He will be able to find that headshot. His own Dizzy up over the top. Nothing going to be spotted for 100 Thieves. The op will remain in their hands. They will keep themselves afloat and deny Gen.G from getting up to map point.
But even that kill there at the end is big. 100 Thieves
Oh, yeah.
is low on cash. And let's see what they're going to be able to scrape together here. A Bulldog for Bang. Busio has a Vandal. Asuna does have a Thrash. EU able to get together a Vandal and a full armor. So, and a Judge for Asuna. So still a pretty good buy. They're able to scrape together. Especially able to keep that operator, for sure, a big part of it. Oh no. Munchkin's having a good time up there. And certainly,
Always a dangerous sign.
yeah.
Up again, posted up. Here on top of yellow. Cryo looking. Gonna be scouted. Now
Oh.
cannot exit.
Shut the dash
Have
down.
that tailwind, but they're not taking enough space. Not scaling forward fast enough to deny this. Do they suspect that he's gonna re-peek? Oh, they kinda do, but the shot goes wide all the same.
Blocking sight.
That one now up over the top, Texture spotting. Trying to get the catch here, but now it's gonna be full blind. She's still set up top. Push up.
Oh!
And Busio comes to try to bail them out. He and Bang, one apiece. But Karan trades it back out. Bang now dead. It's just Asuna with a Judge to try to get themselves back over into this B site. EU creeping across over towards Snowman, but Meteor on the hunt, working his way forward here into Kitchen, hearing the drop down and relaying this over to his teammates. Waits out the Dizzy. Oh, gets spotted. Asuna recovering a weapon, keeps him in the round. Texture's got the AWP in hand. It's going to be a little bit of a wallbang shot there onto EU, so does not find the elimination. Spike still stranded. Recon, the ping, onto one. Karan detained for a brief little moment, but cannot collect the kill. Aldrone over the top, cleared. 30 seconds remaining,
30
Gen.G.
seconds left.
Can they bail themselves out of this position?
This flank from Asuna.
It's going on red.
This is huge.
The reposition from him, absolutely monstrous. They suspect absolutely nothing. plant now coming through. He won't be able to interrupt that one, but he will be able to get the strike. He will be able to get the kill.
Go get him, buddy.
Wingman out to clear, ignored by Texture. Swing on the corner, shot goes wide, and Asuna saves them.
Oh my God, what a round from Asuna. This looked like it had Gen.G on match point written all over it. But he comes up huge, shutting down Meteor's lurk, and opens up a bunch of space for himself to make a rotation. Buys a ton of time with the Thrash. They delay here. And Gen.G gets tunnel vision towards the site itself and can't convert the round. Cryo still gonna have the op, a Bulldog for Bang. Gen.G on Sheriffs, but as we've seen a lot this year, Gen.G a force to be reckoned with on Thrifties.
Let's see how it goes.
Time and time again, they can make those Sheriffs sing. But a lot of ults as well here. Crash, Null Command, Viper's Pit. Texture trying to push space early. Taking some turret damage. Finally gonna clear that out.
Suspicious about Lucio's position, but never really checked it. EU just dragging across, able to find Texture now. Lockett gonna be taken down. Recon gets the ping, looking for the damage here, looking for the kill. Meteor trying to tuck back, but he will be hounded down. Munchkin now, last one standing. Spike gonna be picked up. Still try to rotate his way over into A, but Bang able to get the catch. 100 Thieves continue to claw this back.
Yeah, they're starting to really look like they're reading this pace that Gen.G has been bringing really well. Normally, Gen.G's a little bit slower, but Gen.G's been pretty committal so far this half, so I'm curious if now, maybe this is the round. They take a little bit more time. Gotta be really cautious with 100 Thieves. They're all over the map, and they're never gonna show you the same look twice. They'll go for walkabouts, they'll try to take aggressive early positions, and they're so good at holding their angles. They're so difficult to displace with utility, and that's something that Gen.G has had some success with.
We're going to be taking Hunter's Fury now online for EU. A little bit of space take here from Gen.G, but now slowing things down, going quiet, cutting noise, drone over the top, looking for a target. Is able to spot out Lakia. Not going to be the Hunter's Fury in the back of that one, but Asuna swinging forward, shut down by Munchkin. Falls to 45 HP.
Right here.
Gen.G loves those bait and switches. We saw it a lot in the defender's half where Lakia is trying to set up for either Texture or somebody else, or Munchkin or Charon. This time it works. They catch 100 Thieves.
As the Dizzy goes up over the top, that's going to be the lockdown here. Trying to push them back, stave them off. Mosh, though, connecting in on top of it. Not going to be able to clear this one. Texture going to be taken down. 4 players detained. Absolutely everyone caught. This round, it's a massacre. Bustio collecting an ace off the back of the O. Perhaps no. Meteor will shut it down, but what a catastrophe for Gen.G. Meteor once again noted, expecting the swing from the flank, but fully trusting that the lockdown would be cleared out. No plan B whatsoever. Everybody caught, and that could be the nail being driven into the coffin here, as 100 Thieves are now just 4 rounds away from tying it up.
And this is an uncharacteristic mistake from Gen.G. No follow-up with the Mosh.
I mean,
no fragment, no nothing else. No stake fight.
It's the closest thing we've seen to another Crashy's rope moment.
It really
the
is.
Zip line on Fracture.
You're absolutely right.
All of them absolutely and completely screwed. Nothing to be done as Bustio. They can't get the ace, but I think the main damage that he was looking to deal was mental.
No doubt. And I mean, you'll see slip-ups from Gen.G from time to time. You know, Meteor kind of walking into some lockdowns here and there this season, but having all 4 detained, woo boy. I mean, again, you can't give this 100 Thieves team any openings like that. You can't give them any extra rope to cling on to, because they're gonna take it and then throw you off the cliff behind them. I mean, they are just too good, and they're banking up a huge economy. They've got a Hunter's Fury. They're a couple away from a Viper's Pit. This is a crucial round for Gen.G, as they're gonna have to invest a lot of cash, half armors and rifles, Thrash in a Viper's Pit of their own. Try to get this done. 1 away from a lockdown, 1 away from a Blade Storm, so Texture gets that no matter what going into the next round if they do lose and it's an eco, but this is potentially the pivotal round of the map. And it's been pretty good executes from Gen.G. They're able to find good first bloods, but some of the follow-up on this attacker side hasn't been as clean. And it's because 100 Thieves is so snappy, so aware, so smart. They're constantly repositioning on you. Meteor gets on Bang.
Able to catch him, the Thrash now chasing. Not sure if Austin has been spotted, but Lakia cut down. EU with the Hunter's Fury finds two. The post-plant pit now not possible as EU keeps them in an advantageous position. Push up here into two. Meteor gonna be knocked down to 44. The Jiggle peek out, EU challenging, whittling away at him. So shock darts have to be avoided.
Standing ahead.
Recon the check, but Meteor does give him the ping, but he tucks back. Down now to 28.
This is so tense right now. He's got Texture creeping his way forward. And Boostio lurking behind that site, able to play off that alarm bot. Flash sets him up.
Meteor chasing forward. Munchkin, dead. Boostio able to find that kill. Meteor swooping through, finds one, somehow walks across. Looks for the plant, but now the Mosh going to be coming up over the top. Where does it land? He's able to avoid it, but he gets flushed out into the open, and Asuna collects a kill. Now it is all on Texture. A 1v3 with an operator on the opposite side. Clear out on the recon. They know where he's at. And he's going to be spotted. He's going to be noted. The shorty to soften him up as EU will collect the third. The fuse comes in. 100 Thieves continue to claw it back, and they break the economy of Gen.G once more.
Yeah, it's a brilliant read here from 100 Thieves, understanding Gen.G's tendencies with this Hunter's Fury. The first one's good, and then the follow-up, just knowing that Lakia, oh, I think he just tapped his feet.
Yeah, just clipped him there.
Just clipped him a little bit. Thought he was safe from it.
Happy little accident for EU.
Thought maybe they had just read that he was going to be hiding up on pipes, because there's almost always somebody from Gen.G up there. Still, huge find for EU. And a couple Guardians, a Bulldog, a Stinger, Blade Storm for Texture. Gen.G, let's see if they can find a Thrifty.
I mean, I was going to say, it's basically the first attempt that they've really had at it. They've been consistent in that regard throughout the year. What a way to push up to 12 this would be, but 100 Thieves, odds very much in their favor. Cryo holding that line. Texture, pitching his way forward. The knive's not going to connect. Bang, able to find that kill, finds himself a second, finds himself a third. One by one, they fall. Karen with the Stinger will pick up one. Swaps to the Classic, finds another. Weapon going to be recovered here. Pitch getting ready to come through. Wide swings out, will be able to do a little bit more damage, but nowhere close to a clutch. Up recovered. 100 Thieves now, up to 9.
And Bang is so good at this angle. He was demolishing Foot from outside of green. I mean, just absolutely making their lives a living nightmare. And this is a round that you could have told me it was him playing Foot with the way he's so fast, so snappy, so clean.
Let's go, boys. We can do this comeback.
This is a great read, and Boostio definitely letting them know that they have a chance at this comeback, and they definitely do now, because after this round, if Gen.G loses, their economy is going to be down in the dumps a bit again.
I mean, it almost guarantees that they tie it up. Pit going to be invested. It's Cryo pushing forward, finding Meteor, taking out one of those pesky ults. Hasn't been able to utilize it. Dash pop, drone on the hunt though. Texture tucks back, swing out. Cryo gets the headshot. And this round is being shut down piece by piece.
And this Viper's Pit off the rip just makes 100 Thieves so confident to hold these angles on A.
Gen.G,
pressure them, yeah.
The way they're sat back, I mean, trying to see if there's going to be some kind of swing, but
they have to save.
Yeah, it's just going to be them tucking away. I mean, you see Munchkin hand off the mouse. We got 50 seconds of nothingness here as Gen.G look to try to hold on to these weapons, but 100 Thieves, given their economy, absolutely can go on the hunt, and they should.
No doubt. They're definitely going to want to punish this. And they're going to take a little bit of extra time. I mean, there's a ton of time left on the clock, but 100 Thieves, oh man, their defense on this map, so good. They're so tricky.
30 seconds
You're
left.
never, ever getting the same look twice. And they're just so proactive. That Viper's Pit, just never even contested, never even considered by Gen.G. They just said, all right, we're going to try to go for A, and it was just immediately demolished.
It seems like they're not going to go for the chase here.
10 seconds left.
Not wanting to give over any extra kills. Boostio, looks like he will go on a solo mission here, pushing forward. It just checks out around A lobby not going to be spotting much and doesn't want to over pursue. Jump onto the corner. Asuna to be able to keep his life intact here, but so too will all three players of Gen.G. So a couple rifles going to be carried over. But now, the next time out having to be called, Boostio finding more and more reason to be on his feet.
Yeah, just a great play here from Cryo. Texture did it to them. His turn to do it right on back. Ready for that re-peek. Texture, no cover there. Definitely something that I saw on one of the A executes from Gen.G that they did a really good job using some of that Viper's utility and other smokes to cut off Cryo's angles when they approached A nest. But there's been a couple rounds where they haven't been able to disrupt Cryo from his positioning, whether it be on A, whether it be on B. He's had at least opportunities to get those opening shots. And that's something that definitely needs to be addressed here by Gen.G.
It was a minor incident, the foot series, but given the way that they were able to close that one out, given the way that they're running this back at the moment, can't fault them too much for it.
7 in a row. 7 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
Is what 100 Thieves has done. I mean, that's unbelievable.
I just stop a bonus conversion and then streak from there. 100 Thieves looking to continue that to tie things up. Timeout call from Gen.G. Is it good enough to get them up to 12? They've had these ults for quite some time now. Yeah. This pit, this lockdown, but they just have not been able to get into any kind of position to utilize them. Meanwhile, Boostio dangerously close to yet another lockdown himself, just 2 away.
Think about Cryo. Started out 0-5, now he's 17-15. He has really come alive.
Cryo's just gonna go for the same peak. It's a player up over the top, looks for the readjustment, cannot find it. Thrash now coming through the drop down Texture. They're all blinded up, but he cannot collect the second kill. Boostio covering fire, gonna be good, but now Meteor pushing his way all the way up through mid. Finds one, Karen catches Bang. It's EU and Asuna to try to save them in this round. Lakia exiting, gets pinged. He's got the spike in hand. He's trying to rotate out, and 2 players chasing in from behind. Karen swinging over. The Mosh to try to cover his exit. He goes bouncing forward, just B-hopping down under tube. Gen.G slipping the net.
And what a change up at the beginning of this round. And they're gonna send the pit from kitchen all the way to the bridge for the plant. But Meteor and Karan going on lurks and winning those battles. Gen.G playing into their strengths of these individual, unbelievably talented fraggers they have, who can go out and get you big picks in the beginning parts of the rounds.
And how do you even try to get into this position? One rope being watched, Lakia playing forward. Mosh sent in towards kitchen. The drone to try to escort the clear out, but Lakia able to capitalize on the decay damage revealed. However, EU comes away with a kill. Shock dart sent, but nothing more realistically here to be dealt, to be done. The spike will go off. Gen.G will get themselves up to 12, breaking a 7 consecutive round win streak here from 100 Thieves to take map point. But 100 Thieves, the economy flush with cash, they are still in this.
And think about how important this was, as Karan does take out EU, but think about how important this was that Gen.G had both their timeouts rolling into this second half to be able to take one in this moment to set themselves up at match point.
Solid entry, but Boostio hoping to keep things close here, but Meteor just being completely unnoted on that rotate, that push all the way up through mid. Timing absolutely gorgeous from him. As he sigh of relief, delayed high five. They can breathe a little bit easier, but cannot relax quite just yet, because we very well could be far from over. EU, one away, but Cryo, first to fall, Texture collecting a kill. Asuna looking for timing, he's able to find one. He himself, though, dizzied up, shut down. Lakia finds the kill. Lockdown gonna be coming through, and this time, Gen.G believing in it, respecting it, but also finding their own. EU pushing forward, trying to find it, trying to destroy, but he ends up getting picked off.
This is huge, the counter lockdown. They're able to bait it out because the pressure was so strong from Gen.G off the rip. This gives them a huge opportunity.
And those kills gives the Thrash over here to Lakia. Bang, up top to detain, through, and they cannot find the kills. Gen.G will put their feet down and close out Icebox 13-10.
Fantastic map between these two teams to start. Exactly what you wanted, a close back and forth.
That it was, and with Ascent coming through, we've seen so many teams dropping their own map picks. This is far from over. See if 100 Thieves can rally back.